Good evening, everybody. The Mets are in the National League Championship Series. I mean, this is just an amazing feeling. I mean, first of all, the first couple of innings when we were putting runners on base, and we loaded up the bases. We had bases loaded, one out in the bottom of the first, and Iglesias and JD Martinez got too antsy and swung and missed and struck out a lot. But struck out. And I'm like, oh. And then the second inning, first two guys get on. Alvarez strikes out, and I think Lindor strikes out. Vientos gets an infield hit, and then Nimmo grounds out. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! No, we're getting a little tight. And then of course, I think it was the fourth inning. There was an error that led to Philadelphia's only run of the game, and I'm like, I was like, oh my god, if we can't figure this out, I did not want to go back to Philly to face Zach Wheeler in that ballpark, in a do or die elimination game. I did not want to do it. I did not like our chances against Zach Wheeler. But this was basically an all hands on deck game, especially with Peterson coming in later. But we'll get to that. But and then the bottom of the fifth, it was like they put the first two on again. And then Nimmo strikes out, Alonso strikes out, and Iglesias grounds out, and I'm like, come on, guys, you're killing me. You're goddamn killing me. Like, to quote A League of Their Own, Jimmy Dugan, he goes, you're goddamn killing me, Alice. You're goddamn killing me. And it's just like, that's what the Mets were doing for the first five innings of the game. And then they load the bases again in the bottom of the sixth inning. And and then Alvarez comes up and he grounds into a fielder's choice, and I'm like, come on, stop doing this to me. Stop it. Come through. And the MVP. This is a biased comments, but the MVP of the National League, Francisco freaking Lindor, hits a grand slam, and I went into a frenzy. Something truly special. I mean, I was in the stands at Shea Stadium in Game 6 of the NLCS, and they couldn't get it done, but they got it done here. Thank you, Francisco Lindor. I mean, even though with the 4-1 lead, I'm like, I'm not going to feel safe with this. And in the seventh inning, it was relatively drama-free. Peterson had a quick inning, and then in the eighth inning, he only put one runner on with a, it was, I think the number, was it Castellanos who got the base hit? I think it was Castellanos, but it was a CNI single. He got Turner and Harper pretty quickly. So kudos to David Peterson, by the way. I mean, that was a really key performance. And then also kudos to Reed Garrett, who I killed when I was out in Binghamton visiting my aunt a couple months ago. I caught him a Binghamton game, and he was in a rehab assignment, and he was giving up a couple of runs. But honestly, he probably wasn't trying anything. I think he was just loosening up his arm. But I was like, wow, this guy's giving up runs. Geesh. But they really don't go all out. They really don't try, so they're just making sure they're healthy, getting their joints moved, loosened up. But anyways, he did his part. And then David Peterson was really, really, key. So kudos to him. And then Edwin Diaz, I was absolutely nervous in the top of the ninth. I know it was a three-run lead, but I'm like, this is. It was. I was nervous. I mean, I don't know what else to say. And then the freaking guy could not find the strike zone against Real Muto and Stott. And then Cody Clemens, comes up. He strikes out. The ninth place hitter hits a fly ball to Bader. Real Muto tags, goes to third. Stott steals second on the Yeah, I'm trying to think who the ninth place hitter is on the Phillies. I can't remember. I don't know the guy's name, but and then Harrison Bader, throws the second, but Real Muto goes ahead and tags and goes the third. And then like I said, Stott steals second on defensive indifference. And I'm nervous as hell because of extra base hit. I mean, Kyle Schwarber, you had the top of the order up. You had Kyle Schwarber, who one swing of the bat, game's tied. I didn't care it was 2 outs. One swing of the bat, he ties the game, and he's capable of doing that. He's a prolific home run hitter. And then if he gets on base, whether it's a base hit, walk, you got Trey Turner. He does something, Bryce Harper. He does something, Nick Castellanos. Number one, the 1 through 4 hitters are always dangerous in that Philly lineup. And it was a top of the order. And Edwin Diaz, first two guys, he was not finding the plate, but he buckled down. He struck out. He struck out Cody Clemens. Like I said, believe. Yeah, I'm trying to think who was up. Like I said, after Cody Clemens, but it'll come to me when I look at the scorecard. But he flies out, and like I said, stealing base from Stott. Real Muto goes to third. Schwarber, even if it's not a home run, it's a double. It's or even a base hit, and it's 4-3 with Trey Turner and Bryce Harper potentially. But Schwarber strikes out, and Edwin Diaz took years off my life with that. But at the same time, he buckled down and got the strikeouts and blew away Kyle Schwarber, and we're going to the National League Championship Series. So. As far as that's concerned, the matchup wise, I actually like the matchup better with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Just because San Diego's got healthier, deeper pitching and a deeper lineup. But I know the Dodgers have Betts, Freeman, Ohtani, Teoscar Hernandez, Will Smith. And I got Yamamoto, who I wanted in the offseason, but either way, I actually, when I look at the rosters, I think the Mets can match up better with the Los Angeles Dodgers. But we'll see. I mean, either way, I'm happy. If San Diego wins, so be it. We're in the National League Championship Series. What do I got to complain about? Let's just say LFGM, let's go.